our space, asking that anything that comes through for our session today is of our highest and greatest good, in alignment with our intentions, crystalline, golden, and above frequency template. Remembering our 3 previous grid working sessions, the frequency of water, the frequency of fire, the frequency of air. Today will be the frequency of earth, invoking the earth codex and codices at this time. Feel free to call in your own personal intention, starting to breathe and get into the body, get your wiggles in. Welcome, Vincent. Just getting going here. Activating those intentions, asking that our grid working council here today calibrate and attune, and that this grid working session be free from any distortion, any illusion, in alignment with our collective intentions for today. Ethereal. We're not doing the ethereal. Not doing the ethereal. What do you mean? Ethereal. Ethereal? What do you mean, Leslie?
The ethereal element, the last 5th element.
Oh, no, not doing ether for Vegas.
Ether.
Yeah.
That's not the right word I use then, huh?
No, ethereals. That's good.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that element for Vegas. I think I actually didn't originally plan on going to do all 4 of the elements. That's just the way that it ended up being. And I feel that it's super important that we kind of, and I think we've chatted about this specifically, that we start attuning into the frequency of the winter solstice. And I wanted it to kind of end before we got into December, but time-wise, this is just how it ended. So, yeah, just holding space for that. Anything else that needs to be called into completion, we'll call that into completion. And I think we've done a lot as our council. We've done quite a bit. We've done more than enough. So yeah, I feel absolutely confident that, and as I go back and as I was channeling in and I'm checking in on these different points, because we're hitting back on some of these points. Like Sloan Canyon was actually in air as well too. And you can I can feel, I don't know how you guys feel, but like I can feel that the energy has shifted. Like the grid, the ley lines, the elements that we've connected to as well. Like it's very powerful, very important, the work that we're doing. So starting in Sloan Canyon as the opening to our earth element. Look at that tortoise, desert tortoise, looks like. Maybe I was saying brain, nervous system. I think there's an interesting connection too between the air and the earth as well. We were talking about the animals that came in to support, and Leah's pulling from the spirit deck, the animal spirit deck. And we got the tortoise on the screen here. We have this wilderness area too. This is interesting. This kind of caught my eye too. Let me know if anything else is coming through for you guys. Please feel free to unmute and let us know anything that's pinging you in the field. The on the map here too is well, it was like this, right? So I was looking at Erie on the left here, and then we had Magic Mountains because Christina was just talking about the mountain frequency, and then of course like the mountains are of the earth, they're vaults, like literal vaults. But then it's like 7. See how we got 7 Magic Mountains here? These two just caught my eye. It's like this reminds me of Erie as in Lake Erie, one of the Great Lakes, and then the Magic Mountains as well too.
Does anybody else see all the faces in the mountains? I mean, I'm seeing crazy amount of faces. Oh boy, especially like over by the, what was it, Dragon Ridge. Right in the center right now, there's like 3, 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of civilizations that are being held. They're, like you said, they're vaults.
Is my cursor? I don't know. Can you guys see my cursor? Like trying to get where the faces are, because I see here, I see here.
So if you go down,
Like this way.
yeah, where underneath Ventura Park in that section of right in the middle of those hills, and so there were at least 3 that I can see in there. There's one right in the middle. Um, oh gosh, and they just keep popping up. I don't know if it's just so if you move your cursor to the left,
Like here?
down, where to the right, in that area, up a little bit, right in that area, like on the right, there's right where your cursor, there's a, yep, right there, there's one face right there. And then there's several others just all around there. I don't know, can you see that at all?
Kia. No, definitely. Christina said she saw faces and silhouettes too. I like what Leia
Okay.
said, the brain. I see like the bronchioles and the alveoli of the lungs too.
Hmm.
The nerves of the nervous system as well. You see how it's kind of like arching and branching. Aurora said she can see it as well. Like a hemisphere of the brain. Like a hemisphere of the brain, or if you were to look, if you ever seen a diagram of the actual nerves itself and the veins. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, so this is what I saw, like from the so a dish like the top of the brain, right? And then it's like the back. It's like kind of going towards where the spinal cord at, the stem of the brain going down. That's how I see it. But there's parts of it that a little bit missing, I guess, and it's filled up with this icy light language coat on the ground where a part of that bottom part of the brain's supposed to be at. So it's very interesting that it's being replaced by that
Mm-hmm.
right there. That's a writing right there. I see it clearly with my eyes. Yeah.
This even like looks like, I don't know, this kind of looks like an eye to me down here too.
Hmm. Yes, that looks like the eye, definitely. Right there. The all-seeing eye. And also a feather. It looks like a feather also. Yeah. Mhm.
It's interesting too because Well, here, if you look at this picture, right, I don't know if I can make it bigger. Let's see if I can. Maybe I can't save it. So like the Earth itself is like dry and cracked and caked. That's come up on our other calls too. Is the that specific like frequency. So like renewing, nourishing, connecting, you know, and even the mountains too. The mountains are all connected. The vaults are connected to one another as well. So this says it's an art installation in the valley along the southern end of the Las Vegas Boulevard.
I'm getting the earth dragons.
Weren't we talking, yeah, Earth Dragons? Okay. Welcoming in the Earth Dragons frequency. Inner Earth Dragons too, absolutely. Remember we were talking about the rock people? I think Christina brought it up, the rock people from Frozen. I mean, this is like rock people frequency right here out in the middle of nowhere. And then it reminds me of Rock Olaf too that we had talked about last time. Actually, I think 2 calls ago on the fire call specifically. Troll family, yep, absolutely. This is a lot of troll people out here. Okay. Cards 2, download those, thank you. I think the next one was on the list, just so we can kind of keep moving here, is Red Rock. Canyon, which we had done this one before already, so we don't necessarily need to spend. Oh, that's too far. Nevada, no, it was. I just let me pull up my list here. Just going down our little plan here. Red Rock, move vertically through Mount Charleston. So let's take a look at Mount Charleston. There is a Red Rock that's close. Let's see if I can pull it up. Red Rock.
You had a rock now.
Huh? See, spinal cord. Okay, so this is Mount Charleston. So clearly we're talking about still the mountain frequency as well. So we're in, just for reference, for if you guys are wanting to know where we're at, we're just west of Vegas in Mount Charleston, Charleston Peak. Let me know if you guys are getting any pings for anything. Feel free to unmute too. Dragon, green dragon, and fire dragon. This kind of looks like the face of a dragon out here in a way too. If you look at it, this is the mouth, some like horns, neck.
When you had that eye that you were showing, I was going to ask you to pull out and zoom out because I sensed that it was a dragon eye and I didn't get to it fast enough and all of a sudden you started zooming out. It was great.
Oh, here it is right here. There's the lake
Ooh.
bed, the eye.
Well, the thing is that not only that, I think up to there was a spot in the northwest area from that, from how you had it in, it looked like it was a star, kind of like a cross that shot out as a star, very similar to the Ankh, but without the top. And just made me think of the is it the Draco constellation?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and anyhow, I was mentioning to Leah how suddenly I was just getting a lot of the galactic stuff that was kind of coming. I know this is planetary, but there was just a lot of galactic. Um, wow. What are those three guys in the middle right there, right northeast of Mount Charleston?
This looks like, if you look at this too, it's like, I don't know, I'm getting like green dragon,
Yeah.
earth dragon. Yeah, there's just something about this area out here that's really captivating. Even like the spine of a dragon, if you were to imagine like this is the body and then this large area is the head, but if you zoom in here, you get a lot of like Vincent was saying too, you get a lot of the rainbow mineral dragon, a lot of the mineral kingdoms too, connecting the mineral kingdoms as well. It says circle Lone Mountain or Frenchman Ridge for boundary integrity. So we'll do Lone Mountain. Peak, Lone Mountain, Las Vegas. I think we've already had this one on our grid. So now we're moving basically due east. This is like dead smack middle of the what's village? No, I don't want the village. I want Lone Mountain itself. There we go. Here we are. This is the frequency. I was like, yeah, this sounds familiar. This is where we've done this one before. So connecting Mount Charleston to Lone Mountain as well. Out to the mountains in Colorado for a perfect third frequency. Where Christina's at. Frenchman Ridge for boundary integrity. Let me know if you guys are getting any pings off of any of this stuff. That's too far away. And it says, use Valley of Fire as a memory keeper. Not the highway, but I like how you type in Valley of Fire, Nevada. So this is where we're at here. As a boundary keeper. Something about the edges too. So we were kind of in this area last time because you had the Ute, Crystal, Dry Lake bed, just in the fire call recently. I'm just gonna zoom out here. I mean, Washington National Conservative Area, the Colorado River. Something about too, because this is like an edge or a border, something about the edges here. You got water bordering fire and earth, essentially. Two very similar frequencies out here. This farm, what is this? Yeah, this is a solar panel farm, looks like. Angel City, yeah, Angel City. Or was that up here, I think? Look at this. A little golden frequency out here with some petroglyphs. That's interesting. Gritting our indigenous brothers and sisters, healed indigenous councils. The indigenous grandmothers, of course the inner earth frequencies as well, their councils as well too. The red rock frequency. And even the desert, even in the earth, have that flower frequency too. The frequency of abundance. Oh, wait, what happened to my sound? Lake Mead Basin. Deserts are starting to bloom. Yeah. It's a testament to all of the elements too. Grounding through the Lake Mead Basin. What else is coming through for everybody? You know. Anglerfish Island. Gridding and connecting the power stations, power lines, electrical systems of the physical body as well too, as within so without, going from the micro into the macro. Something about Earth is the grounding, connecting to you got a butterfly, triangle thing. Something about because we talk about grounding into Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, as well too. Gridding the frequency of the three pillars, yeah. Also gridding the frequency of harnessing nature, containing, taming the wild.
I'm getting volcanoes. Over near Lake Mead, there's a dormant and extinct volcanoes like Hamlin Cleopatra volcano. And then, of course, the ancient lava flows and ash deposits in the surrounding desert is just what's all filled in that area.
I wonder if this is it here. Cleopatra Wash. Yeah, thank you. A little Egyptian frequency too. Ooh. Right, Cleopatra. Also, there's I like this connection to the dolphins, river dolphins. That's interesting. Dolphins in Egypt were pretty loud too. I got to see a whole bunch of them in the Red Sea. Dormant volcanoes. You said. Can you say it one more time too? JPEG file. Hamlin Cleopatra volcano, the ash layers and ancient lava flows. Hamlin Cleopatra volcano. Let's pull it up. Thank you for sharing that. This looks like buffalo too right here, doesn't it? I don't know if that's a warthog or a buffalo. They all used to be under a sea.
That's buffalo. Bison. It's right there. The spinal cord, right? And it's almost, to me, I don't know why it gets coming out cochlear. Like cochlear. Yep.
Of the ear.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I see the dove.
Excuse me. Secondary spots: Desert National Wildlife Refuge. Oh. North Vegas. Where are we at? Are we north of the city? We are. These are secondary Earth grid points. Looks beautiful out there. What kind of wildlife refuge is this out in the middle of the desert, huh? Oh, how healthy that looks. Coyote bighorns. Yeah.
Why doesn't the word preservation of life, preserving life comes up?
Nuuvi homelands. Taco.
Preserving life. I'm getting with the ground and the preserving of the earth and the cracks in the ground that
Mm-hmm.
totally made me think of the dragons. It looked like a very reptilian um, dragon feel to it, but that's what the cracks in the ground getting rehydrated
Mm-hmm.
and preserving life.
Kind of like the scales too. They form scales
Yeah.
in a way, which is really interesting. Alluvial washes and arroyos, valley-wide Las Vegas wash. Which I think we were already in there was the Cleopatra wash that was over here. I'm just kind of going down our list. The alluvial washes and arroyos.
I'm seeing a lot of mushrooms too, by the way.
Oh yeah? Nice.
Oh yeah. Several times there's just I see so many things in this map, especially the satellite view is just I could get lost just
Mm-hmm.
enjoying and seeing all that I see within it. It's just so amazing. But yeah, I've seen several of them. And if I turn this sideways, Wana, Wana, no Wana. If you turn um the west side up, and I'm looking at your map sideways, and between the water and that ridge, there's no Wana actually spelt out down. Oh, wait. Okay, go east. That was the other water, I think. Was the Nowana. Come zoom out really quick if you could.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So if you go in, south of the Cleopatra Wash, close to the north end of Lake Mead, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that's where it was. Yeah, I've lost it, but it was plainly spelled out Nowana. I should have taken a screenshot while I could.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Fire.
Okay, so I just get a ping with Ottawa,
For
the
what?
Ottawa tribe, Ottawa, like Ottawa, Canada tribe.
Mm.
And interesting enough, I guess Leslie mentioning there's Ottawa in Washington too.
Okay.
And I'm just looking at the river right here, the Ottawa River. It is the shape of a serpent and also dragon head.
And Ottawa, Washington is in the desert area that looks very much like this, right off of the Columbia River.
And there is a casino outside of Ottawa, Canada, believe it or not.
Leslie said she's getting, this is 5 minutes ago, I'm getting inner earth elementals and owls as well, too. Vincent had said this all used to be under the sea. The serious beings used to live here. Springs Reserve. Butterfly habitat right there too. So we got a botanical garden at the Springs Reserve. But then look, the Springs Reserve is like under, what is this? What's happening here? Why is it encased in like this? Like how does that, is that where they're just channeling the reserves into a giant like water containment thing and then siphoning that for Las Vegas? Like, how does that work?
I get a different energy from it, though. It's something they're doing in there that is not kosher. That's what I'm feeling.
Well, yeah, it definitely looks inorganic because, like, you're saying a springs reserve, but then you look and it's like two gigantic water containment areas. But then you have this quote unquote botanical garden that's right here, right? Which
Yeah.
I'm sure it looks much nicer, like in person than what we're seeing, here, kind of on the edge of this like urban jungle frequency, and then you get a little bit of like greenery, and
And
we're
it's
calling
very
that.
unnatural. It doesn't look very natural at all.
Yeah, so just gritting, clearing,
Mm.
cleansing, up leveling, connecting the springs out towards the Colorado River, Lake Mead Basin, the inner earth, primordial waters, inner earth, um, natural springs too, using the earth grids to earth ley lines to make that bridge that kind of organic connection, clearing any of the
Mm.
inorganic overlays or templates.
Mm. I see a avian, a very ancient avian right there, shape, when you zoomed out. Um,
Where is he?
on the right side, right by the right there, in between the botanical and you see that right there? Put your pointer up towards the building to the left.
This?
Zoom out where the cursor is saying, and there's a flower cursor. Yeah, right there, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And just happened that building looks very galactic too. The shape of it, it's why do I see it's a weaponry kind of thing from Galactic
Mm.
thing? And it's aimed at the ancient avian being. The symbolism of it is very unnatural to me.
Yeah, what would you like to do for that one specifically then? You tell me.
To rewrite the story to heal it. I feel a lot of sadness. Get to heal that part. Oh, we're going to do something that's more natural, more. Oh, I feel a lot of blockage on mm, my left side, like left side of the heart chamber to the right side. I'm feeling mm, broken heart syndrome. If that's you, I guess that's real.
Well, it's also interesting too here because you got a children's playground and then this Boomtown 1905 caught my attention, right? Like Boomtown 1905 at the Springs Preserve. Does this Springs Preserve look like it's booming? Does that look? It doesn't even look organic at all. So you have humans basically coming out and colonizing the land, pushing out
It's
the
a lot of
indigenous.
unnatural things.
Yeah.
A lot of unnatural stuff that perhaps we can heal somehow. Um, Reintroduce the nature through our frequency, sending a lot of love into it.
Mhm.
Right. We get to ask the children, the Galactic Rainbow Children, all of the Children Council, like just to aid into this purification, beautification. That's beautification. That's what comes up.
Mm.
Flowers, lots of singing, almost in a lullaby tone, soothing.
Or said my front top head feels a lot here, probably doing some
Mhm.
transmutation. Yeah.
Yeah, as he's saying that, I'm like, I'm tapping my head, I'm tapping my crown. You know how a mother, someone would be like soothing the children, like soothing a child, like s- that gentle tapping. Uh, Sims, that's what they call it, Sims. So yeah.
Mhm.
Stems, stimulation.
Well, it's funny because we go from the flood channel into the creek, into the Purple Heart Highway for the wartime line, right? And then over here, what caught my eye was the where was it? There was something else over here. Mm.
Why the heck there's a house of exotic, whatever that is exotic in the house? Yeah, it's
Exotic
just
vapes,
so.
yeah. I saw that. Exotic vape shop.
House of
Gritting,
exotic.
well,
Mm,
gritting all of the frequencies of addiction,
mhm.
including vape, smoking, anything that's inorganic or misaligned, or just addiction. Period. Anything in excess, even if it's natural, can become um, can cause disease, can cause addiction. So even plant medicine can become um, misaligned. So just clearing that template of addiction, specifically within Vegas and the greater metropolitan area, not only to those frequencies, but also including like drugs, alcohol, gambling, sexual addictions as well. I guess we could just as a broad brushstroke, like all frequencies of misalignment, incoherence, chaotic frequencies, chaos, disorganized, detachment as well. I know we're kind of spanning a little bit of just kind of following the channel here. Clark County wetlands. This is a much more organic frequency. See how this frequency looks totally like different compared to the Big Springs Preserve, where it was just basically like a giant metal containment field. And here we are kind of on the, I guess we're on the edge of the river here. Where are we at? Just for reference, northeast side of town, right where kind of the river is coming into, or the outlets are coming into. The edges of the city. It's interesting because you have like this frequency here, very organic, and then you look just like down the street, and it's like, is this how we were meant to live? Like in perfect little boxes and squares. It is a grid, right? It's a grid in a way, but it's like, man, it's just really, not as natural if you think about it, right?
No, putting people in boxes, society in boxes. And I just saw number 3 over there to the right side as you sweep through to the left. So numerology 3 comes in. And we get Halloween 11 right there, 11, 1, 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you see there's a 5. You see 5?
Mm-mm.
Right there. That shape right there, if you turn it the other way, it looks like a number 5. But sideways, it looks like a key, a turn key.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. We definitely get to bring back the origin of the land.
I think we hit this one. Yeah, absolutely. I think we talked about this one before, but I guess I didn't put it on the map. Tule Springs fossil beds. I think Rachel was the one who might have brought this up last time when we were, I think in the air grids. We're on the north side of the city, basically. Fossil bed frequency. So, let's see if we
I don't
can.
know about you, but why does it look like a white, like a pure flame, a white fire?
Hmm.
If you pull out, it looks like a fire, like flaming up, rising. See, it's like separate, but it's white, little white. I got tingling right there. And a dragon energy. Dragon. Exoskeleton? That pops in. Exoskeleton. Dragon exoskeleton? Is that what they're trying to say?
Exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton.
That's kind of like this area up here.
Yeah. I feel that. I won't be surprised if someone would do an excavation that would find exoskeletons. Yeah, and there's Rachel.
Yeah, I saw that. We got Rachel. Alamo caught my eye as well too.
Sugar bunker. That is very interesting. Sugar bunker. That looks like a freaking UFO.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Hello. And there's your buffalo bison. Yeah. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. There's plenty of UFO right there, even on in the sky. As they're bringing up.
Gridding the frequency of secular religion as well too. Dogma, oppression of the human spirit and psyche.
Yeah.
That's in Rachel, yeah.
That's in Rachel. Oh, I see a heart there.
Let's see. East Las Vegas Dune Remnants near Sunrise Manor. Let's look at Sunrise Manor and then see if we can find the Dune Remnants. East Las Vegas Dune Remnants. Where are we at? Sunrise Manor. Plus open soil corridors. So these must be the Dune Remnants out here. Once again, gridding the frequency of the temple, LDS, Mormons, organized secular religion. Another way of siphoning money out of the local population. It's just not. I guess we haven't put it on here, but I don't think we've actually listed Nellis on our. We've talked about it a bunch of times. I don't think I've actually added the grid point. So while we're here, we'll just connect that too. All the frequencies of the military-industrial complex, the war timelines, conquest, grid the Nellis dunes as well too. Yeah, taking a moment here to just kind of focus on, I mean, we come back to this frequency very often, but the frequency of, you know, the war timelines going all the way back, and yeah, even though it's in our current incarnation, it goes all the way back to, you know, the Orion Wars, and even beyond that, wars between the, you know, previous or our star families, essentially. And not to say that calling those into completion, into harmonization, gridding the last war on Earth. Calling in. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, man.
But I was hearing that, like, if all of us wanted to come off mute and do the Ho'opono about the war, please forgive me for that, you know, like, that could be beneficial for our soul family, as we have been a part of this for a long time ourselves.
I mean, can somebody type it into the chat so we can all just say it together? It's like, I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
I'd like to add one thing to this is, after please forgive me, I add I forgive you. And then thank you, I love you.
Okay.
I love that. And I like to change the word I'm sorry to I apologize, because we are not a sorry being. We apologize for this, for the community, for whatever had done, the situation and whatnot. But we, as individual, we are not a sorry being. So I replace that with I apologize. Please forgive me. Please forgive us. Thank you. Love you.
I forgive you. Okay, I'm going to edit that. Okay, I got it in the chat. There. Let me, yeah, let's do that. So we can share. Let me go back to the sharing if you guys want to. I guess I can't see the. I'm just going to kind of zoom us in on the dunes too, which I don't know what's going on here in my chat. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to, I guess we can, I'll just do, so we'll just say whatever part of the first line feels aligned, second line feels aligned, thank you, and then I love you. And we can just, if everybody wants to unmute, or if you don't feel comfortable unmuting, feel free to just say it out loud there. And if we would just want to go with, I guess I'll just count us down and we can do that together. So 3, 2, and 1. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Please forgive
Please forgive me.
I forgive
I
you.
forgive you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I love
I
you.
love you.
Let's do it. Let's do it 3 times total. So we'll go one more time. 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
apologize.
Please
forgive
me.
I
I
forgive
forgive
you.
Thank
Thank you. And I
I
love
love
you.
you.
And last time, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sorry.
apologize.
I
I
apologize.
Please forgive
I
me.
forgive you.
I forgive
I
you.
forgive you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I love you.
And I love you. Hiato
Hiato.
otihiata
Okia
akoto
takia
otihiara
ana
arha
te te
arha arha
ata
hioko.
a kia ana tu ara kia takia ta a na ati wat no aha ati ana wat ya
Mm. That was nice. Thank you for that suggestion. I like that. Let's see, where are we at on our list? Anybody have anything else pinging them for the ending the war timelines, domination, military-industrial complex, international cooperation for war, the final war on Earth, gridding and calling those into completion, so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And absolutely holding space for any of our parallel soul aspects who participated or was affected directly by any of those frequencies as well. The last one on the secondary grid is Moapa Valley. Tribal lands. To the northeast, well, here's the heart of Mesa. Thank you, Leah. Some petroglyphs there. The heart of Moapa, the heart of the Mesa. Glendale. That's funny. So we're just north of Valley of Fire, just for reference.
Can I just call you Glendolf?
Yeah.
Make you sort of friend.
Yeah. I think that was all the grid points that we had mapped out, and just kind of, because we're in our last 20 minutes here for our session. Remembering all of the different, as you can see, our map is pretty busy now. It looks like a bunch of grid points where we've been gridding this whole area and even connecting all the way out to the Space Needle in Washington and Seattle, and then out towards Crater Lake, Death Valley, all the way out to the west here. So yeah, I just wanted to take a couple minutes here to witness all of the amazing grid work, grid play frequencies. It doesn't really look like much. As we focused on the city of Las Vegas and the greater metropolitan area and the surrounding wilderness areas, obviously. Do you guys have any reflections you wanted to share out into the field while we have some time here? feel free to unmute and bring through whatever you wanted to share about this series.
So I started following Illumia since last year. In August 2024, she channeled that the Earth has two dragons. One dragon representing the civilization culture, which she is awakened like a long time ago, maybe 200 years ago, sometimes. And there is another dragon that representing the physical land. So this dragon is just came out of slumber. So the land has lots of wounding. But as we doing great work like this and healing this dragon, this dragon will getting healed more, and it will help in the future when the dragon is going to be awakened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
So what we are doing is tremendous benefit for the earth and for the people on earth.
Absolutely, absolutely. It definitely feels like, even though we've done 4 days of grid work, 2 hours each day, so I guess 8 hours total technically, working with the 4 elements and gridding this. There's a large area that we've gridded. A lot of things that have cleared and shifted. It feels much, much lighter. We originally started with the intention of, helping to infuse light into the grids, codes into the grids, clearing out any of those denser frequencies, siphoning, mirror illusions, the financial grids as well that are benefiting from this. But also there's a lot of, just a reminder to us that there's a lot of like humanity here too. There's a lot of like elements that are in this area. There's a lot of love, a lot of people that are trying to do the right thing and are doing the right thing, and they'll continue to do the right thing. And we have a lot of allies and animals and many, many different frequencies that are helping to make this this area much more higher vibrational too. And I feel like that's made a difference. What you got, Ben?
Yeah, now that we've come to the kind of the end of this, I think would be good if we kind of like each one of us took a little bit of time today after the call and we tuned in to Three Eye Atlas and focused our mental concentration on the etheric pyramid that we kind of have kind of developed into the grid over Las Vegas, and focus the point of the Three Eye Atlas, like the consciousness of that into this focal point that we just developed. I think it would be beneficial and like to just kind of do as like a little homework project for each one of us, that we just when we walk away from this, that we're connecting a full consciousness to the earth grid consciousness of this area now that it's lightened. We add our light to it to increase the flow. That's just what came through for me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that forward, Vincent. Appreciate you, brother, always. And just bringing to our awareness of our attention is one more time as we're getting ready to call this grid play series into completion. Also remembering that we had channeled into not only the inner earth councils that are here underneath and are working with us in Las Vegas, the council of the city itself, and then the council or representative of the council for the etheric city that we channeled into that we saw above Las Vegas. And then essentially we had set an intention to have kind of like a shared collective space within that was kind of like we talked about, like a frequency dome secured area, so that a representative not only from our grid work council or us, we with them, the inner earth council, the Vegas council itself, and the etheric city can basically meet up and start to co-create together and start to grid and weave and further work towards that harmonization of not only like this city as an anchoring that architecture, but as something that we can basically model and remember and call into the cities that we live in. And then connecting those cities, we already connected Seattle in a way to this area, and we connected through the Infinity Portal, which is located in Evergreen, Colorado, which is West Denver, essentially. Just Golden is like just south of that area, which is kind of in the area that Christina is at and Tatiana lives in too. So yeah, I just wanted to put that into the field. If that feels like something that you're aligned to continuing to co-create with or continuing to model and bring that to your city, we can definitely anchor that template together. I feel like Leslie has something, or Leah, Christina, maybe. If you guys want to talk about anything into the field.
Well, I do want to say what I was sensing there at the end, and the overview of everything that's been happening, feeling a sense of much gratitude and celebration of the steps that have been made, and yes, I especially felt the animals and the elementals just like having their own little party, just very happy and excited. A lot of uh, full of life with the animals and the land itself. So that's just what I'm sensing and what I can see. So much gratitude.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just deep gratitude to every single person that's here live on the call and who's joining us, either astrally, etherically, or listening through the frequency of the otter or the tube. That's you. Super grateful for every single person that has weaved with us on this series. It's been very, very powerful, very potent. And one of the most activating grid work that we've done this year, at least for me personally. Interested to hear your thoughts.
Well, I just want to give gratitude towards you, Glenn, for holding the container and for anchoring us down and for allowing us to blossom in our gifts and sharing our gifts. And just want to give gratitude also to the motherland, to the original tribes of the natives. Give gratitude to our ancestors who have been guiding us throughout this whole journey. Much gratitude and much love.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aurora, Christina, Leslie, Vincent, Leah, all of our friends. I can definitely feel some of them weaving with us in the field too. Maybe the time didn't necessarily align due to work or other obligations, because family's around. We're around Thanksgiving, so family's getting ready to. And that's why originally we had started this. We had gotten the ping for Vegas, and I know JJ too, Sister JJ, for weaving with us as well. She was just in Vegas. I know others have traveled or are thinking about traveling to Vegas, and some of our friends will be traveling to Vegas after the new year too. So looking forward to hearing their insights and their thoughts and their shares about the grid and all of the elements. I'm really excited to kind of see what comes next when it comes to the inner earth frequency weaving with the etheric city as well too. That's something that that template is, I would say, newer, but also it feels like something that we're going to be doing more of when it comes to 2026 and beyond. So just setting that and fully anchoring that template into not only the Earth, updating our the Earth Akashic as well, asking our record keepers to step forward and update our personal records, asking that any mission logs that need to be updated, that information is sent now as well in the most aligned way. Anything that, as we're getting ready to close out, if there are any final closing messages for any of us, asking that those messages step forward now into the field. If it's not meant to be known in the now moment, asking that they come through in alignment with our intentions for the session, for our highest and greatest good, crystalline, golden, and above templates and timelines. Sending deep love and gratitude to all of our friends, allies, helpers, councils, the galactic children, our inner children, dragon frequencies, angelic frequency too. I just saw an angel over Vegas, so I was like, oh. Yeah, anybody have any final closing messages before we call it into completion? Feel free to unmute. Any last shares? And we announced it at the beginning too. The Tuesday call at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will now be shifting into the frequency of, and I'll update the Google invitation as well too, to be more aligned with the frequency of, the channel panel, light language play circle. We're going to come up with our own frequency that'll be ours, and we're going to co-weave and co-channel, but definitely looking forward to next Tuesday. Thursday, there won't be a call this Thursday. Feel free, if you're having anything that comes through that requires the galactic grid play activation or attention, feel free to run that as a side mission and definitely give us an update on what came through for you. Side missions are always fun, especially when you're in the physical with other people. I love channeling in person. It's super, super activating to be within one another's field and channel. It's something about it just hits different. I feel like because the human design comes into play too. Not that we don't get that frequency on the Zoom calls, but the in-person frequency, there's something about it that's really dope when it comes to channeling. Or even speaking light language too, sitting face to face, heart to heart, and transmitting light language is game changing. And I wasn't really aware of that until JJ had recommended that as a suggestion. And then we actually took some time to do it, and I was like, yo, this is dope. It hits.
I feel that it up levels this the synergistic. Yeah, it multiplies even more when it's in person, definitely. And even with light codes and stuff, like we can see it right there, but when you can actually see like written light codes and even um, gestured, is that
Yeah.
yeah, the hand signs and stuff like that, just all of it when it's just in person, it's just a whole different, it just brings it to a new level and multiplies it that much more. I agree. It's awesome. So I'm excited about any get-togethers in the Washington State area. Visit, that would be awesome. By the way, as you can see, Leah and I are here together. Hi. Oh, I can't even figure this out. Hi. uh, it'll be great to get together
Yeah, we'll just have
sometime.
to set a date and shoot for it, and I think that's what we did last time. I think it was the end of June. We set a date, and we just kind of aimed for that for whoever feels the line. Or if it had to do that.
Hold on, let me take this off really quick. There we go.
Oh, it's very
There.
Christmassy. There. Oh, okay. Nice.
See?
Okay.
That's how we did it. It's because we're actually in person. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, all
Yeah.
right, family. And she said, "Okay, so cool."
And you got like,
Christina.
oh, I can't get it right. You got all the little dragon and all sorts of cool stuff that she put on her Christmas tree. We uh we weaved the crystalline essence with Christmas tree and all that today when I first got here.
Yay. Thank you for anchoring that frequency of in-person spiritual community. That embodiment is definitely needed, and looking forward to co-creating that in the future with everybody here. And those of you who are joining us on the call and the feedback, if you're feeling called to more in-person frequency or interested, definitely let us know. Feel free to weave with us in the Telegram, and yeah, just calling this Grid Play, Las Vegas Grid Play series into completion. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Recalling your intention from earlier, rebreathing, reactivating the frequency of your intention. Yeah, Christina, hope you have a safe trip. Keep us updated on what's coming through for you. Anybody else is traveling as well, getting ready to, make your visits. And yeah, have an amazing rest of your week. And if you guys obviously will be in the Telegram, and feel free to reach out if there's any way that any of us can support you directly, especially when it comes to gridding or weaving, especially with the holidays coming up as well too. So yeah, feel free to unmute, and we'll call it into completion.
And happy full moon on Thursday to everybody. Enjoy it. It's going to be an amazing one. So, aloha.
Yeah, we'll
Mahalo and
definitely.
aloha.
Yeah, we'll be seeing you guys in the field. Thursday is going to be an important day, and can't wait to continue our co-creation in the field.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
See ya.